All right, y'all. American Laird is back at it, still kicking it with Sheron Barber, creator, designer of Devine Right.
Yeah, it's a men's luxury bags and accessories line. I initially made it for men. A lot of the buyers end up being women, and I'm cool with that too. I set out to make a bag fit for a king, and it was so nice that the queen bought two of them.
Oh, that's nice. That's
So,
nice. We were talking about being students of your craft. You said you said the guy you connected with is only 30 and he's been constructing bags since he was like 7.
yeah, yep, he's 23 years in, and even him, he has a brother that's 5 years older than him who's better than he is. So, you know, he's still a student. So a lot of the times, the difference in their skill levels, I don't even see it, but they see it. Like
Mm.
to me, it look they both. It's like the difference between a Bentley and a Rolls Royce at that point. You know,
Right,
they pointing out very minor details. That's different.
right.
Yeah, I think it's the lifelong thing. A lot of these brands, um, a lot of these brands like Hermes, they have artisans that construct their bags, and the ones who construct the Birkins, a lot of them are in their 60s and have been working for the company for 30, 40 years.
Yo, maybe you can answer this. I've always been curious. What kind of money does one of those craftsmen make? You know, somebody doing steering wheels at Rolls Royce. You know,
I'm not really sure. I think most of them, I don't know exactly how much they make. I would assume they make over 100 grand a year because a lot of those guys are like extremely talented. Like it's levels. Like the guys I work with, a lot of them make $50, $60 an hour for their skill. It's no
yeah,
different
yeah,
than you have people that it's a trade,
right.
but it's a very rare trade. So I don't know, because I know Bentley, and I think me and you probably learned this around the same time. Remember some information we was kicking back and forth, and it takes like 100 and something hours to make a Rolls Royce steering wheel.
Yeah,
To hand stitch it, and I
yeah.
thought that was cool.
You ever you ever try something that didn't work, like as far as personal style?
Yeah, of course. I think if I look back on most things that I've done, I think my fashion sense growing up, I was more of a statement guy. I never played it safe.
Hmm.
So being a statement guy, looking back on the things I've done fashionably, it all looks terrible, to be honest with you. Because you're looking at stuff you did, everything you did was over the top. You never played it safe. If you play it safe,
Yeah, then you
safe
don't freak them.
safe is good for, it's timeless.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
a nice pair of loafers, some pants and a polo tee or a polo knit or a button up, that's safe. If you wore that in 1970 or 2016, you was clean and you was dapper. Throwing on some painted jeans with blown out knees, or even throwing on some Moschino that says Moschino on it from head to toe, or some iceberg that says iceberg over it, or even a Versace shirt with a Versace belt is a little over the top. So,
yeah.
you look back at some of that stuff like, man, that was really flashy, or
You
that
know,
was over the top.
for me, my craziest one was I remember being in gym class with like some long fingernails with clear polish and some du- some high heel Durango moto boots. And you be walking through cause a lot of us didn't get dressed for gym. We would just keep our street clothes on. So I'm walking across the gym floor clacking with these like hard sole Durangos, and I'm like, yo, man, these soles is wood. They wood.
It was a look. I think you was trying to find a look. It was like, I want to try something different than what everybody else is doing. You
Yeah,
know that's how it goes. You
yeah. Try to
you
freak them.
try something a little different. If it works, it works. If it don't work out, it don't work out. You look back at the pictures like, oh man.
I was making all that noise coming through.
Yeah, I definitely have. I definitely have a few. Even when we just talked about like the paint. So I think my style has changed a lot. Like I said before, I was really big on statement, and now I'm really big on subtle.
Yeah.
Because I understand what it is to make something timeless now.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of time, something that's high quality with good quality details that isn't necessarily over the top statement piece tends to be a little more timeless. Something that doesn't stand out too much. It's just right there where when you take the time to analyze it, you're like, wow, this is amazing. A lot of those statement pieces are set up for, someone to be across the street and spot you out like, whoa, what was that? I don't know, a red and
peacocking,
blue bubble coat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get into some of the more timeless stuff, it's like real subtle, natural tones instead of primary colors.
Yeah. I think some of your bags are in that zone. What was crazy? I thought it was like funny, but I understood how serious you were when I saw you talking about when you pulled out a compartment and you said, yo, like you could keep your diamonds in here, and I thought it was funny, but then I was like, nah, like somebody might really have some diamonds, and they just
right. So the concept for the first bag, I started developing this bag. I was with a friend of mine, and we was traveling on the airport, and he has like a collection of watches, like $100,000 watch, $200,000 watch, like Rolexes and Pateks and Audemars. And we leaving for a week, so he said he comes to the decision he's gonna take 3 watches. So he starts taking his watches out of his jewelry box and putting them inside his socks and throwing them in his duffel bag. And I said, man, you keep your $100,000 watch in socks? And he's like, yeah, because that stops them from rolling around so that they don't get surface scratches. So I said, why don't you just put them in the jewelry box and carry the whole jewelry box? He said, because then you're like a walking billboard. You just got a jewelry box in your bag. Somebody steal the jewelry box, at least in the sock, is discreet. So, I was thinking like it would be cool if somebody created a bag with a hidden compartment for a watch box, and then maybe put some sort of tracking device in it, so that if anybody ever stole it, it would be a hidden tracking device where they could track it. So the first bag that I made, initially that was the concept. I wanted to make a box that could house a hidden watch compartment, and that could have a hidden GPS locator in case someone stole it. You'll be able to track it down. So the first bag I ever made was that. It was way over the top, way too big, way too bulky. I think your first time ever designing something, well, for me anyway, it's always like 50 things that I want to put in there because I'm always trying to be innovative. So it's like I want to have this and I want to have that and I want to have that. So the first one was bulky. Then I streamlined it. The second one came out a little nicer. I think by the time I got to the 5th one, I started to make one that actually was like aesthetically pleasing and other people liked it. But it was still like an extreme niche market. I was going after like watch collectors. The actual box was called the Horologist Companion. And that bag was kind of geared towards people who fly private and drive Bugattis. The marketing, even the ad campaign was geared to, I was going to run ads in like DuPont Registry and Forbes magazine. So that was the target demographic.
Right now, you just doing custom pieces, or you gonna have a full line?
So since then, I realized everybody doesn't need a watch compartment, so I started just making different pieces. So the first line I was working on was more the high-end bags because I was more fascinated with the high-end materials and the luxury, the luxury lifestyle joints. So I designed about 14 bags, and I designed about 14 different bags. And what would happen is people would come in, they would want a bag, and then I would let them choose from one of. So what happens is, for me, I can't stock these. I could probably make 20 of each bag, but it gets a bit expensive to have inventory of these higher end bags. So what I usually do is I make one, which is a sample, and then from there I have my patterns. And then if people are interested in that particular design, I can say, hey, well, I can make this for you in red, or I can make this for you in white, or I can put mink on the inside. So it's kind of like some bags are custom and some bags aren't necessarily custom, but they're made to order.
Right.
A person can pick the interior and exterior that they desire, maybe change some pockets up or customize it with their name or something like that. And like I said, I was going after more of a timeless, probably an older market, an older demographic. But I'm into fashion. I'm into trying new stuff, so I didn't want to play it safe. So I decided to try to do stuff that was a little more youthful, a little more tactical, a little more edgy. So that's where I spun off and did DR14, which is a subsidiary line of Devine Right. That's also designed by me.
I like it. That's perfect, bro. Look, let's end it right here. And let's do it again sometimes, because it's a lot we didn't get to talk about. Like, we really came up together. This guy taught me how to drive, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah. So we got to talk.
I forgot about that.
We used to be riding in the Honda Civic, listening to some Mobb Deep, riding real slow.
That murder music.
Riding real slow through the projects, like we was doing something, you know. But look, that's I'm Dave_money3. Follow me on Instagram, iTunes, Stitcher, and give him your handle, bro.
It's Sheron Barber. It's SHERON Barber, like a haircut. BARBER. Sheron Barber.
All right, man. That's American Layers.
You can find me on all platforms under that name.
Get at us.